Hello, welcome to the world of computer-aided design with SolidWorks. In today's session, you are going to create all the components of a bench-wise assembly, and then you will assemble them. Here we have the image of the bench-wise assembly. So different individual components are required to be created first, separately as part models, and then you can assemble them in the assembly environment of SolidWorks. You can see in the image, different components are combined together to create this bench-wise assembly. If we look at the part list, you can see 10 components are there in this assembly. First one is vice body, vice jaw, jaw screw, clamping plate, base plate, screw bar globes, oval filister, set screw 1 and set screw 2. Also, the quantity of these components is given here in this quantity column. As you are already familiar with the part modeling environment of SolidWorks, so what you need to do is you need to create all the individual parts of this assembly in the part modeling environment. The drawings to create these individual components are available in the resources section for download. Like this drawing shows you the location of different components in the assembly based on the part list we have. Like the first component in the part list is vice body and the second component is vice jaw. So if we look in this drawing, here we have the part 1. So this part is the vice body. And the second part is here, vice jaw. This vice jaw is going to slide in the path which is cut in this vice body. To create the vice body, we have these drawing views here. The front view, top view and side view that will be required to create the vice body are given here in this image. All the dimensions that are required to create this part are available in these views. As I said, you can download these files from the resource section. To create the vice jaw, we have these 3 views. Likewise, to create other parts of the assembly, we have these drawings here. The above one is the drawing file for the base plate. This is the drawing view that will be required to create the jaw screw, bar globes, screw bar, clamping plate. You can see the front and top view for the clamping plate is given here. The oval filister and the set screws. So using these drawings, you need to create all the individual components and then save them to a folder, and that folder you can save at any appropriate location you want. Like I created all the individual parts one by one and then I saved them to this folder, tutorial 1 benchwise. You see in this folder I have all the individual parts created here. Now let us see how to assemble these components and create the benchwise assembly in SolidWorks. The first 2 components that we need to assemble are the vice body and the vice jaw. We are going to assemble these first 2 components by using mate references. So we need to create these mate references first. As I said, the first 2 components that are going to be assembled are the vice body and the vice jaw. So we need to create mate references between these 2. So go to the file menu, choose this open button. You can see the open dialog box is displayed here. Now browse to the location where you have saved the benchwise folder. Like in my case, I have saved that folder to the desktop of my computer. Here is the folder. The first part is the vice body. Select it and then I'll hit the open button. So the vice body is opened in the part modeling environment of SolidWorks. Now go to this reference geometry drop down and then choose this mate reference tool. You can see the mate reference property manager is invoked here. Also this primary reference entity selection box becomes active. So select this data face of the model as the primary reference. You can see this face is highlighted and the secondary reference entity selection box becomes active. Before specifying the secondary reference entity, we need to select the Coincident option from this Made Reference Type drop-down list. Now we need to specify the secondary reference entity, which is going to be this face in our case. Select this face by clicking on it. Again, choose Coincident option from this Made Reference Type drop-down list. The secondary reference entity we selected is highlighted. Also, this tertiary reference entity selection box is active now. So select this face of the model as tertiary reference entity and select the parallel option this time from the Made Reference Type drop-down list. In the reference name edit box, type twice made reference as the name of this made reference. Next, click on this OK button. So we have applied the made references to this model. Next, we need to open the voice jaw part model. So go to the file menu again, click on this open button, and this time choose the voice jaw and click on the open button. A separate part document is opened. Again, go to the reference geometry drop-down and click on the Made Reference tool to activate the Made Reference Property Manager. Again, type voice made reference in this reference name edit box. Primary reference entity in this case is going to be this face of the model. Select it, it is highlighted, and the secondary reference entity edit box becomes active. Before we specify the secondary reference entity, we need to select the Coincident option from this drop-down list here. Now to specify the secondary reference entity, select this face of the model. Again, choose the Coincident option from this drop-down list. You can see the tertiary reference entity edit box is active. So select this face of the model. Next, choose parallel option, this time from this drop-down list, and click on the OK button. So we have applied the made references to this model also. Now let us see how to assemble these two components. So go to the file menu, click on the new button. New SolidWorks document dialog box is displayed. Select the assembly button from this dialog box and then hit the OK button to start a new SolidWorks assembly document. So this is the new assembly document which we opened. You can see the Begin Assembly Property Manager is active by default. Also, in this Open Documents list box, we have the name of the parts to which we applied the made references and which are currently open in the part modeling environment. First, select this voice body from the selection box. You can see a preview of the voice body is displayed along with the cursor. It is always recommended to place the first component of the assembly at the assembly origin. So click on this OK button from the Begin Assembly Property Manager. First component, which is the voice body in our case, it will be automatically placed at the origin. Now you need to place the second component in the assembly. The second component of the assembly, which is voice jaw, is assembled with the voice body by using made references. So click on this Insert Components tool. Insert Component Property Manager becomes active. Now select the voice jaw from this Open Documents list box. You can see a preview of the the voice jaw is displayed in the drawing area along with the cursor. When you move the cursor close to the voice body in the assembly document, a preview of the voice jaw after applying mates with the voice body is displayed in the document. Now place this component at the required location. A simple left click of the mouse. The mates specified in the mate references are applied between the voice jaw and the voice body automatically. So in this way, we have assembled first two components of the assembly. Before we go further, we need to close the part document windows of all the parts that are placed in the assembly environment. I'll close them first. The third component that we need to assemble is the jaw screw. So again, click on this Insert Components tool to activate the Insert Component Property Manager. You can see by default the open dialog box is displayed here. If this dialog box is not displayed by default in your case, you can click on this Browse button here. So I'll select this jaw screw from the list and then I'll hit the Open button. The jaw screw is attached to the cursor. Click anywhere in the drawing area to place the jaw screw. Now we need to add assembly mates to assemble the components placed in the assembly. So to place this jaw screw in the assembly, press and hold the Alt key on your keyboard and select this face of the jaw screw. Now drag the jaw screw to this hole in the voice body. You can see the jaw screw appears transparent and the selection cursor is replaced by the Smart Mates cursor. Now release the left mouse button and Alt key at this location. You can see this mate pop-up toolbar is displayed with the Concentric button chosen by default, indicating that Concentric mate is the most appropriate mate that can be applied between these two components. So click on this Add Finish Mate button from the Mate toolbar. Next thing you need to do is you need to apply a coincident mate between this planar face of the jaw screw and this face of the voice jaw. So choose this mate tool from the Assembly Command Manager. The Mate Property Manager is displayed here. Now select this Coincident option from the Standard Mates rollout and then select this face first and next select this face. As soon as you select the faces, the Mate pop-up toolbar is invoked again with the Coincident button chosen and a preview of the assembly with the Coincident mate is displayed in the drawing area. Again choose this Add Finish Mate button from this toolbar. Next click on this OK button to close the Mate Property Manager. By now we have assembled the three components of the assembly. At the present stage, if I try to check this assembly by selecting this component here and then dragging it to and fro, you can see the component is going out of the voice body. So we need to restrict its degree of freedom. To do so, we need to apply the distance mate to the voice body and the voice jaw. So again, click on this mate tool, apply the distance mate. This time expand this advanced mates rollout. In this rollout, we have this distance button here. Select this button. After you select this button, the maximum value and minimum value edit boxes become active. So we need to specify these limits first so that the voice jaw can slide over the voice body between these limits. So I'll enter a value of 60 in this maximum value edit box and then I'll enter 0 in this minimum value edit box. After entering these values, we need to select the entities between which we want to apply this distance mate. You can see currently we have some face selected here, which is this one. So this one is not required. I'll select it, right click on it and choose the delete option. The first entity that I'm going to select is this face of voice body. Next, I am going to select this face of the voice jaw. After applying the distance made, click on this OK button. To view the effect after the distance made is applied with the specified limits, drag this jaw screw. You'll notice that the jaw screw along with this voice jaw move between these limits. Also, the jaw screw is free to rotate about its own axis. First, close this Made Property Manager here by clicking on the OK button. Now click on the Insert Components tool and select Base Plate and click on the Open button. The base plate is attached to the cursor. Now place it anywhere in the drawing area. Use the middle mouse button to rotate and get a better view of the parts. Now drag your cursor over this base plate, right click on it and then rotate it like this. Next, click on this Made tool. The Made Property Manager is activated. Choose the Concentric option from the standard Made's rollout. The Entities to Made selection box is active. So select this cylindrical face of the hole first. Then select this face. Click on the Add Finish Made button. Again, choose the Concentric option and select this cylindrical face. Then select this cylindrical face of the base plate. Again, choose the Add Finish Made button. Next thing that we need to do is we need to apply the Coincident Made between the top face of this base plate and the bottom face of the voice body. So choose the Coincident option, then select this face, the voice body, then choose this face of the base plate. Click on this Add Finish Made button. So the first base plate is assembled with the voice body. We need the base plate at this side of the voice body also. So first click on the OK button, get out of the Made Property Manager. We can use the Mirror Components tool to create a mirrored copy of this base plate on this side also. Here in this drop down, we have this Mirror Components tool. Activate this tool by clicking on it. So first thing that we need to do after invoking this tool is we need to specify the mirror plane about which we want to mirror this component. You can see currently no planes are active or visible on the screen. So click on this Feature Manager Design Tree button from the Property Manager. I want to mirror this component using the front plane. So I am going to click on the front plane using the Feature Design Tree. Now the components to mirror, I will select this base plate. Next, click on the OK button. You can see we have this base plate on the other side also. The next component that we need to add to this assembly is the clamping plate. So again, click on this Insert Components tool. This time, choose the clamping plate and hit the Open button. Plate is attached to the cursor. Place it anywhere in the drawing area. Now use the middle mouse button to rotate the model for a better view. Drag the cursor over this clamping plate, right click on it and then rotate it like this. Now click on the Made tool to invoke the Made Property Manager. Choose the Concentric option from the standard Made's rollout and then select this cylindrical face of the hole on the voice jaw. Next, select this cylindrical face of the hole on the clamping plate. Click on this Add Finish Mate button. Again, choose this Concentric option. Select this cylindrical face of the hole on the vice jaw, and then select this cylindrical face of the hole on the clamping plate. After adding the Concentric mate, click on this Add Finish Mate button. Next thing, we need to apply a coincident mate between this face of the vice body and this upper face of the clamping plate. So choose the coincident option from the standard mates, roll out, select this face of the vice body, and then select this upper face of the clamping plate. After applying the mate, click on this Add Finish Mate button. Now the clamping plate is at its appropriate location. Click on the OK button to close the Mate Property Manager. Next part that is required to be assembled is the screw bar. So click on this Insert Components tool again. Select the screw bar and hit the Open button. Place it in the drawing area. Click on the Mate tool. Choose the Concentric option from the standard mates rollout. Next, select the inner face of this jaw screw. Then select this cylindrical face of the screw bar. Click on the Add Finish Mate button. Now you can see this screw bar can slide to and fro in the hole which is on jaw screw. Also, if you keep on dragging it out, you can see it goes out of the jaw screw. Before we fix this issue, let us add the bar globes to this screw bar. Click on the Insert Components button. Select the bar globes and click on the Open button. Now place the bar globe by clicking in the drawing area. Drag the cursor over the bar globe, right click on it, and then rotate it like this. Click on the Mate tool, choose the Concentric option. Now select this cylindrical face of the screw bar and this cylindrical face of the bar globe. Click on the Add Finish Mate button. Now choose the Coincident button. Select this face of the screw bar and then select this face of the bar globe. Click on the Add Finish Mate button. Now the bar globe is at the required location on this side. So click on the OK button. Now select this bar globes component from the Feature Manager. Press Ctrl+C keys on your keypad to copy the component. Click in the drawing area, then press Ctrl+V keys to paste the component to the drawing screen. Again drag the cursor over the bar globe, right click on it, and then rotate it like this. Click on the Mate tool, choose the Concentric option, select this face of the screw bar, then select this cylindrical face of the hole on the bar globe. Click on the OK button. Next select the Coincident option, then choose this face of the screw bar and then select this face of the bar globe. Then hit this Add Finish Mate button. Now the bar globes are at their exact locations. Click on the OK button to close the Mate Property Manager. Now to fix this problem, let us apply a distance mate between the components. So choose the Mate tool, expand this Advanced Mates rollout, choose this distance button here, type 42 in this edit box. Now select this face of the bar globe. What we are trying to do here is we are trying to create a distance mate between this face of the bar globe which we selected and the front plane of the whole assembly. So we have selected the face on the bar globe. Now we need to select the plane from which the distance of 42 units will be counted. So click on this Feature Manager Design Tree button, then choose this front plane option here. Click on the OK button. Now if you see, I cannot drag this component to and fro anymore. Hit the OK button. Next we need to add the oval filister at this location. Click on the Insert Components tool, choose this oval filister and then hit the Open button. Place it here by clicking in the drawing area. Next choose the Mate tool, choose this Concentric option, then select this inner cylindrical face of the hole on the vice jaw. Then select this cylindrical face of the oval filister. Click on the Add Finish Mate button. Now choose Coincident option and then select this upper face on the vice jaw and select this lower face of the oval filister. Click on the OK button. Remaining components are the set screws. Click on the OK button from the Mate Property Manager. Now click on the Insert Components tool. Select the set screw 1 from the list and then hit the Open button. Place it anywhere in the drawing area by simple left click of your mouse. Now rotate this set screw like this. Click on the Mate tool, select the Concentric option, select this inner face of the hole, then select this cylindrical face of the set screw. Click on the Add Finish Mate button. Next choose the Coincident option from the standard mates rollout. Select this face, then select this face. Now hit the OK button. Again click on the OK button to get out of the Mate Property Manager. We need this set screw at this location also, so select the set screw from the Feature Manager. Again copy it using Ctrl+C keys. Click in the drawing area, press Ctrl+V to paste the copy of this set screw. Again invoke the Mate tool, select the Concentric option. Now select this face and then select this face. Click on the Add Finish Mate button. Get out of the Made Property Manager, select this component, pull it out a bit. Again choose the Made tool, this time select the Coincident option, select this face and then this face. Click on the Add, Finish Made button again. Click on this OK button to get out of the Made Property Manager. We need these set screws on these two locations also. We are going to use the Mirror Components tool for this. So go to this Component Pattern drop down and then choose this Mirror Components tool. First of all, we need to specify the mirror plane. So again, click on this Feature Manager Design Tree button. Select Front Plane as the mirror plane. Now we have to specify the components that we want to mirror. So I'll select this one and this one. Click on the OK button. You can see we have the set screws on this side also. Now these two set screws are remaining to be assembled. Click on the Insert Components tool. Now choose Set Screw 2 this time and click on the Open button. Place the component in the drawing area. Now drag the cursor over it and rotate it like this. Click on the Made tool. Choose the Concentric option. Then select this face of the hole and this face of the set screw. Click on the Add Finish Made button. Now choose the Coincident option. Select this face of the hole and now select this face of the set screw. Click on the Add Finish Made button. Click on the OK button to get out of the Made Property Manager. Now select this Set Screw 2 from the Feature Manager, copy it and paste it in the drawing area. Again follow the same procedure to assemble this set screw at its required location. Choose the Made tool, select the Concentric option. Select this inner face, select this cylindrical face of the set screw. Click on the Add Finish Made button. Now select the Coincident option from this rollout, then select this face of the clamping plate and this face of the set screw. Again, click on the Add Finish Made button and then on this OK button to get out of the Made Property Manager. And here we have this final bench-wise assembly. Press the spacebar on your keypad to invoke the orientation dialog. Next, choose this isometric button in it. Now save this file to the folder where the individual part components of this assembly are saved. Thank you for watching this video.